Okay, hello. Just setting up here. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Shaw. Welcome to tonight's live stream. How's everyone doing? Oh, it's a little bit cold here in Korea, so I'm wearing a sweater. Anyway, welcome everyone to tonight's live stream. I'm just checking the chat room here. Tonight is going to be the English Q&A. So if you have any English questions, start preparing your questions. And if you're in my WhatsApp chat room, I didn't have time to send a link. Could some of you go send a link to notify the people in the WhatsApp chat rooms or Facebook or wherever you talk to me? Anyway, hello everyone. Let's see. I'm looking in the chat box here. I see Ziad, Hosni. I don't think I met you before, Ziad. Welcome if you're still here. Layla's here. Hannah Baker. Hello, Hannah Baker. Diallo. Hello. Prakar is always here. Welcome, Prakar. And Florin asked if he can have a date with Esther. No. You're not Esther's style. But I'll let Esther know and she can decide for herself. Okay, anyone else here? Who's here? Let me know if you're in the chat room. Speak up. If you're just watching and not chatting, don't be shy. Log into YouTube. Get into the chat room. I'm a tool, right? I'm here to help you understand English. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to do my best to answer your questions because every day you are studying English and every day you have new questions for me, right? Florin, Florin's asking about Konglish. Or I see Florin's question there. Did you hear about the word Arbeit? That's a Korean word. I think that's taken from German, actually, but actually Koreans should just say part-time job. Thana, Perdana, me. All right, Layla's already in with the questions. Before I get into the questions, you can see I got a new image here. You can see, of course, our schedule every day, same time, 13:30 GMT. GMT is Greenwich Mean Time. So wherever you are in the world, you have to check on Google and compare your time to GMT. And this is the schedule this week. It's going to change next week. So today I'm going to follow the same schedule. Tuesday is today. You see Q&A. I'm going to do some more IELTS, TOEFL tomorrow, pronunciation, topic discussion, game, and lesson. So that's this week's schedule. And of course, I have 2 YouTube channels. This is my new YouTube channel for live streaming. And I have a Facebook group, Learn English with Robin Teacher. Find that. That's a really good place to ask me complicated, difficult questions. This is not really the best place to ask me complicated, difficult questions because some questions I need time to research to give the best answer. And of course, you can contact me on social media by other apps. Check the links below. And Florin, what does I can't Florin, you're really curious about that word Arbeit. Or albeit. Oh. Albeit. I thought you were writing. Oh. Albeit. Sorry, Florin. I wasn't paying attention. Now I'm paying attention. Albeit is similar to although. It's a little bit different than although, but similar family. Albeit. Okay, good. That's a good word that Florin brought up. Albeit, if you guys check your dictionary, albeit, and then if you could write an example sentence in the chat, and that's a good word to practice today. Albeit. So, Florin. Florin, I thought you were talking about a Konglish word because Koreans use a Konglish word. It's kind of similar spelling. All right. Okay, Layla. What is the difference between I am talking with my sister, I am talking to my sister? So, yeah, Layla, you're talking with, so your sister and you're having a conversation. She's talking, and you're talking, and she's talking. You're having a conversation. You're talking to your sister can mean you're having a conversation, but it's stronger on the you're talking, not both of you. So talking with is more emphasis on both of you, and talking to is more emphasis on you talking. But basically, they mean the same thing, Layla. There's not much difference. Thana's in a crowded place. Well, Thana, go home or go to a quiet place. Diallo, how to use the word testimonial? Well, Diallo, I want you to check the dictionary and I want you to write an example sentence here, because testimonial can have a couple meanings and I don't know which meaning you are looking for. So give me an example sentence, Diallo, and I'll help you out. Sir, I left from WhatsApp last month, so please re-add my account. Well, you just join in the description. You can connect to WhatsApp. Prakar, Robin, my posts are pending on Facebook. Prakar, I didn't check Facebook today yet, but you know, I don't answer everyone instantly. So sometimes I will answer within an hour, and sometimes it might be a day or two. So if you're posting on Facebook, you got to be a little patient. Okay, I see. Oh, okay. I see what you did. Oh, you posted a link. I thought you posted a question. Okay, I just approved the link. Thank you, Prakar. You're always very helpful. Susanna, hello. And Hannah Baker. Thank you for your question, Hannah. I'll see if I can answer it. I keep to myself. What does that mean? Oh, Hannah, that's a good expression to use, because I keep to myself. So I keep to myself means you're kind of a quiet person, maybe, and that you just stay quiet and you don't bother other people. So, for example, sometimes you could say, when I go to a party, I keep to myself. And that means if you're at the party, you're kind of just alone by yourself and you're happy to be alone. It's not a negative expression. It just means you like to kind of be quiet and not interact with people. So, Hannah, does that describe your personality? You like to keep to yourself? Smoker. That was, sorry, Ahmed. Jianlu Cialer talking about idioms. Break a leg means good luck. Yep, break a leg. So, yeah, if you want to wish someone good luck, you say break a leg. That's kind of a funny idiom because breaking a leg is a very bad thing. But, you know, in English we say break a leg, which would mean good luck. So Hannah likes to keep to herself. Ahmad. So Ahmad, your name's Ahmad, but I'm going to call you Smoker. S-Y, because when for everyone, I usually follow your chat name. So other people can, if I say your name, they can follow in the chat. So other people don't know Ahmad is Smoker. So I'm just going to say Smoker. So everyone can follow if you have a question. Diallo, a formal statement to testify a person's character or achievements. All right, Diallo, you're using the definition there. I know the definition. I know what it means. Diallo, what I want you to do is use it in a sentence. How would you use it in a sentence? I know the meanings of testimony, but I want you to try and make a sentence using testimony. Gianluhu Cialer, ironic. Yeah, break a leg is ironic. Rainy, Jumi, hello sir, welcome back. All right guys, if you've got questions, this is the point of today. Start typing questions. And if you're just watching and not in the chat, get in the chat room. Start asking questions. Florin, how to create an idiom in English? Well, Florin, you cannot create an idiom. Idioms, slang. You can create slang, Florin. Slang is very new. You can make a slang word, and hopefully other people will copy you. But idioms are old, all right? So idioms are, 50, 100, 200, 300, 400 years old. A lot of idioms come from Shakespeare. That would be 400 years old. So idioms are old. But you can make slang if people like your slang word. If people like it. Get those questions in. Right now. Teacher is waiting. Your teacher is waiting for the questions. Layla, Lily, may I ask you, to replace the discussion from Friday to Wednesday because I really want to participate in the discussion because maybe I can't watching the live stream every Friday. I beg you. Sorry, I'm very sorry, Layla. This schedule is set. But Layla, you don't have to worry because I'm doing live streams every night. You don't have to watch every night, Layla. Sometimes you're gonna miss them, but I can't change the schedule. I know you're begging, but I can't change the schedule. Florin, I don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill. Well, you spelt molehill wrong. Oh, are you trying to make? Are you trying to make an idiom? I don't want to make a mountain out of a mount hill. No, that should be molehill. With idioms, you cannot change the words. Hannah Baker, I have a cold, I have cold. Okay, which is correct? Cold is a noun, so we need the article a. I have a cold. If you use it as an adjective, I am cold, but I have a cold. So when you put that, the A is very important, excuse me. It tells us that it is a noun and that you are sick. I have a cold. When we say it really quick. I have a cold. I have a cold. I have a cold. Smoker, which accent do you prefer? What do you mean? What's my choices? Every country has an accent. All right, Diallo. I'm very happy you have an example sentence, Diallo. He's trying to get through testimonial. So Diallo writes, the testimonial given about Robin was very encouraging. Okay, that sentence is perfect. The grammar is perfect. And I want to know if you understand the sentence. So I'll help you out a little bit. The testimonial given about Mr. Robin was very encouraging. So this might be in, usually testimony is, we use this word when we are in court. There's a judge, there's a lawyer, and then someone gives a testimony. Also, it's a word used in church. So usually court or church, you're going to see the word testimony, testimonial come up. And it just means someone is giving their story, their story about something. So your original definition was a formal statement, and that is correct. Formal statement. Flora and Robin, I want the best of both worlds. All right, you got to get the S, worlds, with German and English. What is the best of both worlds? Jianlu Sieler, I've got a cold. Oh, that's too bad. Smoker, British or American accents? Which accent do I like? British or American accent? I guess I prefer British accent for listening. Florin, you're practicing a lot of idioms tonight. Robin, how can I avoid to put a shoe in my mouth? You need a question mark, Florin. Talk less, Florin. And Layla, does such have the same, you put the. Does such have the same meaning, like or not? Example, there is no such thing. No such thing. Like or as a free lunch. You misspelled lunch. All right. No such thing is always together. It's an expression. No such thing means that doesn't exist. So we don't want to take out such. We always want to use no such thing. No such thing. That is that's a one chunk there, one block. No such thing, which means something doesn't exist. Excuse me. Hannah Baker, I read Twitter and Reddit posts to improve my English. Is that a good idea? Hannah, that's a very good question. In the modern times, we're reading more of Twitter and Reddit. And yes, Twitter and Reddit, I think, are very good for improving your idioms, your slang, all the kind of casual, colloquial English, the English that people are speaking. So it's good in that way. But you need to read something better. Something with more structure, because Twitter and Reddit, they're very quick. Sometimes the grammar is wrong. You can learn a lot of interesting slang, idioms, vocabulary, but it's not gonna help too much with getting good grammar, improving your grammar. It might, but I would suggest reading a novel, article, things like novels and articles. They had an editor who fixed it to make it good grammar or whatever. Twitter, Reddit, there's usually no editor, so there's all kinds of mistakes. So it's short answer, it's good, but not enough. You should do more. Smoker, I am an English student. I have to choose one accent to speak in. Smoker, if you are not going to the USA and you are not going to the UK, you do not need, I repeat, you do not need an American accent and you do not need a British accent. Your country, all you need to do is speak fluently. Fluently does not, I think students think fluently means I have a British or American accent. No. Fluently means you speak English very well and you can understand English almost perfect. It is not about accent. You do not need an accent. I recommend everyone here, do not waste time trying to get at a British accent, American accent. That's silly. Unless, if you're going to America, you should have an American accent. If you're going to live or study or work in the UK, you should have a British accent or a Scottish or Irish accent. Wherever you are, you should have that local accent. But if you're not there, you don't need that accent. Jianlu Xialer, you got an idiom. It takes two to tango. I've heard this once. I didn't get it. What does it mean? Okay, so that it takes two to tango. That's a very common idiom. So what that would mean is, I am complaining about my coworker. Oh, my coworker is so bad, and my coworker is doing this, and I don't like my coworker to do that. And we're always fighting, and it's his fault we're fighting. It's his fault. So I'm blaming my coworker. And then my friend will say, it takes two to tango. So, which means if two people are, let's say, fighting or arguing, probably both people are at fault. Both people have are responsible for making the conflict. So one person usually blames it's his fault, and this person blames his fault. But someone else will say it takes two to tango, which means probably it's both of you, both people are responsible. It can be confusing, I know. But to Jianhu Xialer, if you didn't understand my explanation, I don't blame you. It's hard to teach through video. The next step would be to find some written or video, something where someone is using that. And if you find some video, put it in my Facebook and I can explain it a little better. But that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope that helps. I got to move on. People are writing questions. Okay. Let's see. Silicone se pasan. Hi, sir. Could you please pronounce graduate and graduation? Graduate, graduation. Graduate, graduation. Diallo, what is the difference between attitude, character, behavior? Diallo, there are so many differences between attitude, character, behavior. They're used in so many different situations. It would be impossible for me to think of and describe every situation. I can say they are in the same. They can mean something very similar. I can say if I'm talking about a man, he has a good attitude, he has a good character, he has good behavior. So I'm just saying, yeah, that person's personality is good. If you have an example sentence, let me know. But yeah, they're very similar, but you know, those words can be used different ways depending on the situation. I can't think of every situation now. So if you want more help, you got to give me some example sentences. Florin, Robin, will you hit the sack after the live stream? No, so Florin's using an idiom, very common idiom, hit the sack, which means go to bed. So Florin, no, I will not hit the sack after the live stream. After the live stream, I got more work to do. Fenny, welcome. I thought you told him yesterday, or I thought oh, okay. So Fenny, I thought you told him yesterday. That sentence is correct. And I thought you would tell him yesterday. That sentence is also correct. So in your second sentence, you forgot would. I thought you told him yesterday. I thought you would tell him yesterday. Both of them are correct. Grace, sorry that I'm late, teacher. As soon as I got home, I've just turned on my computer. Grace, you're late to class, so you're going to have to be punished. I guess the punishment for being late, you have to write a 2-page essay on the book you're reading now. Send it to me before tomorrow morning. Elvin, hello. Okay, Florin, should I call it a day in learning Korean? So Florin is using idiom, call it a day. And Florin, you're not using that idiom correctly. So call it a day means end the work for that day. Or end the project for that day. You're saying in learning Korean is, you're learning Korean. That's been an ongoing process. So should I quit in learning Korean? We wouldn't say call it a day. Call it a day is just for one day. We're working today. It's getting late. Let's call it a day. Ziad Hosni. Hello, Mr. Robin. Hello, Ziad. Welcome. Where are you from? Oh, Ziad. I know you. Welcome. And Ziad, what about preposition? I think there's no rules to it. So am I right? Or proposition? I'm not sure about your question, Ziad. You have to rewrite your question to help me understand it. And if you can, write an example sentence. Fanny, how to say if I want to exit from the car? I want to get out of the car. I want to exit from the car, but that's a little strange. Just, I want to get out of the car. You get off the bus, you get out of a car, or get out of a taxi. Susanna, have a blast. Have a good time. Florin, you cut the mustard with those live streams. I don't even know that idiom. Cut the mustard. Idiom, where are you getting these, Florin? Cut the mustard. Florin, it's good of you to practice idioms, but you know, there's probably thousands of idioms. I don't know them all. I think that's a positive idiom. But that's the first time I've heard that, Florin. Adwi Alawathi, welcome. How are you? You removed me from WhatsApp group. I hope you add me. Yeah, yesterday I did a lot of change, or yesterday, day before, I did a lot of changes to WhatsApp groups. I had to remove a lot of people. If I removed you by accident, just send me a message and I will add you back in. Andy Kim is here. Hello, Andy. Andy Kim, you are living in Korea. Why don't you send me a Kako message? Florin, I literally live and learn English. That's good to hear, Florin. Grace, give me a strategic advice to improve my speaking skills. Listen a lot. Am I listening? Well, Grace, as I would say, you need to improve all 4 skills at the same time. So reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Don't just focus on speaking. But your question is just asking about speaking. Grace, you can, again, download the app Meetup. I'll type it here again. You can find different kinds of groups. You live in Seoul, Korea. You can find different kinds of groups. Depending on your hobby, if you like photography or hiking or painting, you can find groups of foreigners you can join the group and you can practice your English speaking and listening in those groups. I would recommend that, or the Toastmasters to improve your speech. Adwi Alwathi, I didn't make anything wrong. Yeah, don't worry. You just send me a message in WhatsApp. I'll fix the problem. All right. I'm going to catch up. Let's see. It's 11:02. I'm a little bit behind, so I got to go a little faster. I know you guys are waiting. Thank you. Elvin, how are you? I will be happy if you explain the main meaning of to commit. It has a lot of meanings, and I confuse when I want to use it in a sentence. Just I need the main meaning. To commit is you promising your work, your attention. So if you say to your girlfriend or boyfriend, I'm 100% committed to you, which means all of your focus is on that person. I'm committed to my work. All of my focus, attention is committed on that work. If you want more explanation, you got to give me example sentences. So Florin, you should say, I will kill 2 birds with one. Well, I killed 2 birds with one stone. That's an idiom. I improved my German and English. Yeah. Smoker SY, I will add my brother to your group. He was in the group, but somebody kicked him out. Well, why was he kicked out? He broke a rule. My WhatsApp groups, their rules are very, very strict because I want a 100% English environment. If you're watching and you're not in my WhatsApp groups, I suggest you join them. WhatsApp is probably my favorite app for studying English or helping students to study English. If you join my group, I am very strict about having an English-only environment and no religion. And don't bother the girls. So those are the probably 3 main things. Only English, no religion, don't bother the girls. So if he's kicked out, he probably broke one of those rules. Jianhu Sieler, thank you. Layla, when somebody asks me about something, but I understood another thing, then I watch out. Do I say, I I didn't pay attention. We use pay attention. I didn't pay attention, sorry. Or I wasn't listening, sorry. Lutfi, either and neither. Okay, Lutfi. I'll do that Sunday. Are you going to watch Sunday, Lutfi? If you watch Sunday, I'll do either and neither. Because that's complicated. Smoker, I have a big problem with the word comfortable. I heard many different many people pronounce it differently. No. Comfortable. Oh, excuse me. Comfortable. I don't know how you heard another person pronounce that, but it should be pronounced comfortable. Comfortable. And let's see the British pronunciation. Let's see if I can do the British pronunciation. Quickly. I know you guys are waiting. Comfortable. Comfortable. You got to say it really fast. Comfortable. Comfortable. Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable.
Comfortable. So the British, I think, has a stronger T sound in the middle. Comfortable. Comfortable. But I pronounce it comfortable. T sound is reduced. British sound.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Comfortable. Hope that helps. Fenny, how are you doing these days? How are you? No. These days means currently. Currently or recently. Not a few days ago, a few days later. It just means currently or recently. How are you doing these days? How are you doing lately? How are you doing recently? And how are you up to these days? No, that question is wrong. It should be, what are you up to these days? What are you up to these days? What are you up to recently? Grace, why we use get off for bus and get out of car? I don't make the rules. I don't know. Maybe because the car has a door. You have to open the door. I get out of the taxi. I get out of the car. You get off the bus. You get off the train. You get off the airplane. And you get off the bike. So it's not related to size. I think just maybe because of the door, that's the only difference. You're actually opening a door. I don't know, Grace. Florin, when I learn with you, I am on cloud 9. Okay, that's a perfect use of cloud 9. Very happy. Zian Hosny. Okay, Mr. Robin, about propositions. Okay, they're not propositions. They're prepositions. P-R-E, prepositions. So part of the confusion is you have the wrong spelling. So guys, make sure you got the right spelling. So prepositions, in, on, at. Why I use at home, and on I use in, balcony. It's two specific things. So why at the first I used at, and the second one on. On the balcony. Well, prepositions, prepositions is, it takes 1 hour to properly go through how to use prepositions for a quick at home and on the balcony. The balcony is usually, if you're in an apartment, the balcony is usually outside of your home and open. There's no roof. It's usually open to the air. So you're standing on a balcony. It's hard to explain that. I guess I'm going to do my second drawing, and you guys will see why I'm an English teacher and not someone who draws, an illustrator. So those are the apartment. That's an apartment. I'll do the side view and the apartments usually have a balcony. So if the balcony is out, so he would be on the balcony. And I'm going to erase that because my drawing is terrible. All right, I hope that helps. If you got to be more specific with your questions. Anagui, oh, hello. Andy Kim, I feel I'm in seventh heaven when I join this show. Good. Kanjiya, hi, welcome back. Grace, I'm so busy to meet new people. I have time only at the night as like now. Well, Grace, I think you're doing a good job with the WhatsApp because you're sending voice notes. And that is great, Grace. Send more voice notes. Susanna, I see you once in a blue moon. No, you do not see me once in a blue moon. I think you see me very, very often, Susanna. Layla, I'm so sorry, teacher. I'm still confused about your answer for does such has the same meaning as like. Such, you got to give me more example sentences. I can't think of every sentence using such and how it could be used so many ways in so many different situations. But in the sentence, there is no such thing. No, such is not the same as like in this sentence. No such thing means oh, I see. If you were going to compare no such thing as a free lunch to there's nothing like a free lunch, that would be different. So in your sentence, no, it's not the same thing. Florin, I don't break group rules. Yeah. Thank you, Florin. But Florin, you like conflict sometimes, so I'm always a little worried that you're going to fight with someone. But until now, you're pretty good. Jianhu, Ciela, we're talking about idioms. I think it's my fault. You and Florin. Susanna, yeah, I saw your mistake. Amun. Anagui, thanks, Robin, for taking care of us. Thank you for watching. Diallo. Sorry, Mr. Robin, how can I address an issue on the group? I don't want to be offensive. In the, which group? The WhatsApp groups? Just send me a message. Oh, in WhatsApp group? You send me a message in WhatsApp group. No problem. Send me a private message about the problem. Sadiq, hello, dear brother. Ronin. Robin. Hello, Sadiq. Sayad, I appreciate that so much, my role model. Andy Kim. Florin, use steal. You should write steal. S-T-E-A-L, my thunder. Florin, we don't need idioms to have a conversation, so why we use them so often? I don't use idioms so often. I think when students learn English, they like idioms and slang and idioms, because they're fun to learn. They're actually fun to learn slang and idioms. But using them, usually they're not so common. Like you used an idiom that I didn't know. I use an idiom like very well in my research. When I did the idioms video, everyone watching now, check this channel. I did a really good video on idioms. And what I learned, the older you get, the more often you use idioms. So people in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, as they get older, they tend to use more and more idioms. Slang, or young people don't use many idioms, but of course they tend to use more slang. My advice is don't waste time on idioms. We don't use them so often. Layla's ready to draw. I'm about 3 minutes behind. I'm getting faster. Good. I'm sorry. I'm always very sorry because you guys write a question and then you're waiting 5 minutes for me to say my answer. All right, Anagui, bye. Grace, what is the difference between she got out of the car and she was catapulted at... Oh, is my English getting worse because of the live streams? She was catapulted out of the car. So Grace, you have to know that the catapult is the old military machine, like hundreds of years ago. You put something there, poof, that's a catapult. So as a noun, it was a machine to poof, throw something far, maybe a bomb over the castle wall. So this is being used as a verb, catapulted. So she was thrown very strongly out of the car. So she got out of the car, she opened the door, she got out of the car. She was catapulted out of the car, means she was in an accident. Her car hit another car, she was catapulted. Florin, I don't avoid conflicts. I don't expect you to avoid conflicts, but I hope you don't try to create conflicts. Omani, hello. Because I'm going to go back to Florin. Florin, I want to talk to you forever. And sometimes in the WhatsApp groups, I have this person and this person, they start fighting. But I really like this person, and I really like this person. But sometimes one of them has to leave to make sure the environment of the group is positive. So it's very difficult when people fight in groups. So I recommend everyone, if you're in my WhatsApp group, avoid conflict. It's very sad when people leave my groups. Kanjiya, what do you suggest about the use of idioms in conversation? You don't need them. Idioms takes a long time to master. So a lot of my students like to use idioms, but it sounds awkward. It's good they're trying, but I don't think idioms is important enough unless you are advanced. If you're advanced in English, yeah, then you should maybe get more into idioms. But if you're a beginner, don't. Intermediate, yeah, you should know a few idioms, but I wouldn't worry too much kanji, unless you're living in America or UK. If you're living there, you got to learn everything. If someone says an idiom, you got to learn it. RegiOK. Hi, Robin. Hello, RegiOK. Join my Kako group, Regi. I have another... Oh, Zaydan. He's asking a question about... I'm going to... Have another question. What about adjectives that ended with ing and ed? How can I use them? Well, I have a good video on that on my Shaw English online channel, so I'll put the link in the description. Of course, most of you know I have the other YouTube channel. This channel is just for live. Oh, here is the video. I'm going to put the link.
Hello guys.
There we go. Share. Copy. And Zayad, check out that link. Oh, it's not working. Oh, did it post? I don't know. Do you guys see a link that I posted? Anyway, I'll post the title of the video. You put the title in the YouTube and you can find that video. And that's a great video on ing, ed. Fenny. Recently can mean the last few days. It could mean the last few months. It could mean the last few years. It depends on the sentence. But if I said, what have you been doing recently? It depends when we last saw. If we last saw 6 months ago, what have you been doing recently? That can be, you know, in the last month or two. Florin, yeah. Catapult, throwing machine, Tika. When we use due to in conversation, I still don't know for what. That's related to because or the reason. So I can't do my live stream tomorrow due to the weather. That's a stupid sentence. But anyway, because of the weather. Due to. The reason is the weather. Layla, is there a difference between because and cause? Example, I want to learn English because I love English language. The cause of the accident is not clear. Yes, Layla, those two words are very different. I think the confusion so these words are very different, but sometimes when people are speaking English, native speakers or people around the world, they sometimes reduce because to cause. I don't know how they spell it, but sometimes they reduce because to cause. I can't go there because I'm busy. I can't go there because I'm busy. And maybe people are confusing the short form of because with cause. Cause is not the short form of because. I know you guys see because, oh, short form, cause. No. These are very different words, okay? Short form of because is cause. Jose Silva, hello. Grace, I have to lose my weight. Can I put my in front of weight? That is, you must put. You should put my. You could say, I have to lose weight. I have to lose my weight. I have to lose some weight. All three of those are fine. But the best one would be my weight. But All three for speaking are equally okay. Grace, do you have 2 computers to do live stream? I do not have 2 computers. I have 1 computer, but I have 3 monitors. I'm looking at a very small monitor now, and one of my monitors over here is the program to do live streams, and then I use this monitor for checking your answers. Random reviews. Welcome. Can't see link. Thank you. These days, yeah, recently, these days, lately, they're all the same. Random reviews. Good question here. What is the correct term? 3 minutes behind. What is the correct term? Bathroom, toilet, restroom, or washroom? Please explain. I love this question. It's a very important question because right away we don't want to use toilet. All right. Toilet is actually the seat you sit on in the restroom. So that's more of the seat. Okay. So it's kind of a dirty word. I know a lot of students learning English, it's very easy for them to say toilet. And of course, when you're traveling around the world, everyone knows the word toilet. So it's very useful. But a native speaker is probably not going to use toilet, okay? We're going to use bathroom, restroom, washroom. Bathroom is usually in the house. In my house, I have a bathroom. So the bathroom is a place where you can take a shower or take a bath. So of course that's called a bathroom. And the washroom and restroom. I love restroom and washroom because you can use these everywhere, any situation. Excuse me, where's the restroom? Excuse me, where's the washroom? Those are the best to use. So you don't want to use toilet. Bathroom is in someone's house. If you're in someone's house, excuse me, where's your bathroom? Or you could just say restroom and washroom. If you're out at the train station, where's the restroom? Where's the washroom? Okay, I hope that helps. Random reviews. Grace, what is the difference between these? Well, that's what I keep saying, Grace. Everyone listen. These days, recently, lately are the same. Grace is adding another word. She said nowadays. That is wrong. It is nowadays. Now. There's an A there. It is one word, nowadays. And they're all the same. Cause is a verb. Yes. Allegedly. What is allegedly? At random reviews, can I write cause instead of because? No, you're writing. No, you shouldn't write. You should always write because. But speaking, we say cause. Cause. Okay. Oh, are we out of questions? I'm caught up. No more questions? Come on, guys. Bring them. I guess I'll take a break while I'm waiting for the questions. Sabotage. Grace, go to the dictionary. I don't want you to ask me about sabotage. I want you to try and use it in a sentence, and I will tell you if you're using it correctly or incorrectly. Because I'm not the dictionary, Grace. I'm here to help you use the word. Andy Kim, tell me the difference. For a while, for a while. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Andy. So a while, let me just check. It's over an hour. I'm going to check. I almost did last Sunday's live stream about a while. And yeah, there's also while. All right. So a while usually follows a preposition. For a while. And a while here. I'm going to start putting examples. So the first example, he said he would be home a while. Right there, a while means a short period of time. And then this sentence, he said he would be home in a while. So it's following a preposition, in a while, and in this case also in a short period of time. So they mean the same thing, short period of time, but how we use them in a sentence could be a little different. It's a good question, and yeah, I wanted to teach that last week, and I might do it again in the future because that one's a little tricky, Andy. We would have to look at a lot of examples to get the feeling. That's a good question. But I can't go into too much detail about it, sorry. Diallo, someone asked me, where are the ladies? I was confused. I was told it was meant, where is the ladies? Oh, yes, that could be restroom. Where's the ladies' restroom? Where's the ladies' room? Where's the men's room? Where's the ladies' room? These are also restroom. Random reviews. Please teach the British accent. I do not and will not ever teach accent because this is the last thing anybody needs. It's a waste of time to teach accent. Nobody here needs accent. I teach pronunciation of words, not accent. So random reviews. You do not need an accent. I don't know why you think you need an accent, random reviews. Please tell us, why do you think you need an accent? You want to sound like some British person? I think there's 100 things you need to study about English that are more important than accent. So Grace wrote, Robin tried to sabotage me. So Grace, what does that mean? I think you already know. So sabotage, yeah, in your sentence, I tried to cause you trouble. I tried to break or cause you trouble. So my friend sabotaged my project. I was working on a project and my friend broke it. He sabotaged it, so I failed my project. Something like that. Tika, I don't have any questions yet. Why not, Tika? Twilly! Can we say see you Sunday instead of see you on Sunday? Yes, see you Sunday. See you on Sunday. They mean the same thing. Kundenazar Maktoum. Hi, great teacher. How are you? Please explain. Should, have to, must. You're going into modals. I will explain that in a future video, but that is too big for this video. Sorry. If you need to know today, the Facebook group is better, but probably in the next month, I'll start teaching modals. Random reviews. Grace. Sabotage is used for things, places, not people. Stupid review. Stupid girl. Oh, random reviews. You are gone. He's out. Come on, he's gone. Finny, give me a time for a while. Is it correct? We wouldn't use a while for that sort of sentence, Finny. We would say, give me some time. That would be the more common way a native speaker expresses. Give me some time. I need to talk to you. That would be better. Tika, why does English have so many synonyms? I'm very confused to think. Sorry, Tika. That's what happened to English. Florin, I am in Ploiesti. Is that a place? Florin, because you capitalized it. I think that's a place. Ploiesti. Oh, okay. City in Romania. Is that where you live? Meanwhile, Robin is in a live stream in Korea. Ploiesti. Oh, out north of Bucharest. Layla, which one is correct? What time is it there, or what is the time there? Both of them are correct. Grace, someday teach me these things. Blah, blah. Sometimes they are short and long. You mean the punctuation? I can see when I read, but I can't catch what does that mean sometimes. You would have to give me example sentences of those little punctuation symbols, because they can mean a lot of things. They mean many things depending on the situation. Rigi, okay, recently, these days, nowadays. You guys, I keep telling you, there's no difference. And this is the last time. Recently, these days, nowadays, lately, there's no difference. Yeah, Grace, he's rude and he's gone from the channel, so I do not help him anymore. Remember, I like to help people who deserve to be helped, and Grace, you deserve to be helped. Florin, I like conflicts. Ew, Florin. Yeah, conflict is okay. It's very interesting. Conflict is good. When you're learning English, usually the English teacher like me, well, not necessarily me, but other English teachers I see on YouTube, they're very, very nice, and I think they're too nice. Hi, oh, that's okay, you're doing a good job. Oh, I really don't like that style because, yeah, on one hand, they're very nice, and it makes students comfortable to speak. But on the other hand, that's not real English. Real English, the reality of using a language, any language, is part of that language is to complain or fight. You got to fight for your rights. You're traveling in another country and someone is bad to you or they cheat you. You got to fight. So, it's good to practice conflict. So, Florin, I know you and I had a little bit of conflict before, but I'm okay because I know that's helpful to you to practice. And sometimes I'm not nice to my students, and they have to, sometimes I'm a bad teacher sometimes, and they have to fight for something, and that's part of the learning process too. Ziad, Someone is called random. Yeah, I kicked him out. He's gone forever. If he's watching now, I don't know why random reviews. I don't know why you would be not nice to another member here. We're all trying to learn. We all make mistakes. And random reviews, you are not perfect. You made mistakes too. Everyone here is, including me, you know, I have to check stuff. I'm not perfect too. So random review, I think you need to grow up a little more so you can join the international community in a positive way. And random review, I'm very sad that you felt you need to attack another member, because I would have loved to help you. You had good questions, you seemed eager to learn, but you just don't know how to treat your fellow classmates. All right, Grace, but I want to know that sabotage can't use with people. Well, if you said he sabotaged me, it would mean he sabotaged your life. So if someone said he sabotaged me, yeah, he caused problems in my life. Or you got to give example sentences. You said, my sister, on the other hand, tried to sabotage me any chance she got. Yeah, that would be correct. So sabotage me would be sabotage your life. Yeah. Random reviews called you stupid for that, but he's the one that made the mistake because he didn't know. So yeah, don't sabotage me or my live stream, people. Don't try to disrupt or cause trouble. Susanna Sanchez, what kind of music do you like? I don't listen to music, Susanna. I don't have enough time. I'm always looking at the computer monitor or my phone, in chat groups, Facebook. I don't have a chance to listen to music. So yeah, last one, Mr. Rum. Why native speakers also is talking with mistakes, and when I'm trying to speak like them, people said you have a lot of grammar mistakes. Good questions, Ed. And that's not fair because, yeah, he's right. Native speakers make a lot of mistakes, but when the students make the mistakes, the native speakers, hey, you're making a mistake. Well, Zayad, I would say firstly, the mistakes that native speakers make and the mistakes that students make are very different kinds of mistakes. So it's easy to recognize a student's mistake. And also, there's kind of a rule. If I'm talking to a native speaker and I hear they make a mistake, I would never stop them and tell them, hey, you made a grammar mistake. So part of speaking English, native speaker to native speaker, doesn't, even in your language, you probably don't tell the other person about their grammar mistakes. But if you're a student, someone is just trying to help you because you're a student. They know you want to get better, right? Maybe you're trying to improve. So native speaker might tell you you made a mistake. And if a native anyone here, if a native speaker is trying to help you and tell you you made a mistake, please don't get angry at them. They are trying to help you. So you should accept that help, that someone cares to make you better. Foreign, I don't learn from the textbook anymore. Great, but you learn German from the textbook. Well, I hope one day you get to a high enough level of German that you can start using it more and learning through other input, listening and reading novels or something else other than textbooks. Diallo, I like the way you teach. You force your students to learn. I never knew how to use the dictionary until yesterday when you asked me to go to the dictionary. Thanks for that. Okay, thank you for telling me, Diallo. I don't like lazy students, especially in my classroom. My students, Robin, what does this word mean? Or how do you spell this word? Like, teacher's time, wherever you are, whatever classroom, teacher's time is precious. Don't use the teacher for a dictionary. If you're using a teacher for a dictionary, you're not using that tool correctly. Andy Kim, don't kick me out. I don't plan to kick you out, as long as everyone's respectful. I think since I've been doing live streams, I've kicked out I started live streams in December, so I don't know, I did about 15 to 20 live streams. I've kicked out, I think, 5 people. So today was the first time another member attacked. The other times the people said bad words. They said bad words to me, or they just said bad words, so I kicked them out. But Andy, I like you, Andy. I think you're safe. Grace, I made a mistake all the time, even when I speak Korean. Yes. Nobody's perfect at language. Except Florin. Let's see. Florin, do you hear about the concept of hypercorrection? No. What is hypercorrection? Hypercorrection, what is that? So does that mean someone doesn't understand the rules and is correcting someone the wrong way? I'm not sure the meaning of that. I don't want to read that too much because people are writing here. Twilly, is word stress important in pronunciation? Yes, word stress is very important in pronunciation. Grace, I like someone correcting my wrong sentences. However, I like to accept it with respect to each other. Yeah. It's got to be positive communities, right? We all work, we all deal with bad people all day, but when we study, we don't want to be around bad people. That's going to hurt everyone's study. Even in my classroom, very often I have a bad person, and we'll call that person a toxic person. They're very bad, and they hurt other people in that they're disrupting a class, and the other people cannot learn well, or the other people are not comfortable. You always have to remove the poison. There's always a snake. You got to get that snake out quickly. So that's why in the WhatsApp groups, I'm always changing and checking people because I really don't like bad people. Florin, I made grammar mistakes. Really, Florin, I didn't notice. Tika, how to pronounce? I just want to know. Okay, so the native speaker, if they're speaking really fast, they might say, I just want to know. So want to is going to be reduced to wanna. I just want to know. I just want to know. And I am student. Okay, your grammar is wrong there. It should be I am a student. Common mistake. Don't forget the a. So the native speaker, again, is going to speak very, very fast. It's going to sound like one word. I'm a student. I'm a student. I just want to know. I'm a student. I just want to know. I'm a student. Okay, Tika. All right. Ziad, I am in level 12 now in the organization that I am learning inside, but they're not adding new things to me, and I think I'm stable and standing in my place. So what advice should I follow to raise my skills? Excuse me. If you're in the classroom, get out of the classroom. Everyone in the chat group tonight, you should not be in an English classroom. I think you all have a high enough level that you can start finding authentic, real ways to improve your English through listening, reading, speaking to foreigners. Get out of the classroom. Get out of the classroom. They're just taking your money. Said, I have a lot of vocabulary that I learned, but I don't remember. Yeah, you're not using it. So get out of the... Don't memorize vocabulary lists. You're just going to lose that. Start reading. Start speaking. Grace, I want you to know something. I want to know something. Please read this quickly. I want you to know something. I want you to know something. Oh, sorry. I want you to know something. I want to know something. I want you to know something. I want to know something. Tika, he, make a mistake again. Thanks for correcting me. He. You wrote he, two different ways. Andy Kim, are you shooting at your home? Yeah, I'm shooting at my home. This is my home. Because it's late at night here in Korea, and actually I have a neighbor where there's a house next to me, but there's no neighbor. Nobody's living in that house now. And I'm a little bit worried if somebody moves in and they might start complaining about my nightly live stream, so I might have to move to my office. Florin, I have a question. If you know words well in a language, do I know that language? So Florin, you have a problem using you and I in that question, so I'm confused. Do you mean if I know words well in a language, do I know that language? I'm not sure of your question, Florin. I'm a little confused. But without a doubt, you know the English language, Florin. Susanna, bye. See you. Russian guy, I forget your name. Hello, Robin. Can you advise some other way to memorize new words except memo technique? Memnonic? That's a difficult word for me. I'm getting the pronunciation. Read. You got to read. Everyone here, you have to read to master vocabulary and grammar. All right. Reading is essential. As I said, you have to do the 4 skills. Reading, writing. You have to do writing. Speaking, listening. You have to do the 4 skills if your goal is fluency. If you say to me, Robin, I don't like reading. Okay, you're not going to be fluent. You have to sacrifice 20, 30 minutes a day to read. Do it every day. Robin, I don't like reading. It's not my style. Okay, you're not going to be fluent. That's what you have to do. This is not my philosophy. This is research on how people acquire languages. And of course, one of the best ways to acquire a language, not learning a language, but acquire a language is reading. So, read. That's how you get vocabulary. On my other channel, Shaw English, I forget my channel name. Shaw English Online, I have Fanny, I have Sarah, and Esther. So Fanny was born in Belgium. Sarah, teacher, was born in Sweden, and Esther was born in Korea. Now, all three of these teachers on my site were not born in an English-speaking country, but all three of those teachers are absolutely fluent. They are the same as me, like a native speaker. So if you talk to them, how did you become fluent? All three of them, yeah, when they were young, they all read books. They read a lot, all three of them, okay? It helped them to become fluent. So yeah, do you recommend practicing with native speakers? Yes. Any chance you have to practice with native speaker, practice. All right, Florin, if I know words well in a language, do I know that language? No, well, Florin, can you use those words also? You can know the words, but can you use the words? If you can use those words, then I would say you know the language. Zed, how many tense have I used them at English and by the is in English or at English? Oh, Ziad, your question grammar is a little bit difficult for me to understand. Can you rewrite your question, Ziad? Grace, how much the rental fee next door? Well, I live in a small villa, a Korean villa, which is like a small apartment. My house is a little bit bigger than the next door house. The next door house is smaller, and actually I don't know the rental fee next door. Andy, which city of Korea are you shooting now? I'm in Gwangmyeong, Andy. Where are you? Excuse me. Tika, but I sometimes heard native speakers say student without T sound, so I heard like student or student. No, student. Three students. No, Tika, which country were those native speakers from? Because I've never heard, that T is very important, student. It is possible if they're coming from some region, but standard American and standard British, when I say standard, are the most common pronunciation. That's not, you have to use student. But it is possible that you met a native speaker that's from some region that for some reason they dropped the T or reduced the T so much. Grace, if I'm your neighbor, I'm not going to complain. Grace, if you're my neighbor, you would come here every night and sit next to me. Adwi Alawathi, teacher, I understand 90% of your speaking, but another teacher 55%. Sometimes you think this is normal, thanks. Every teacher is going to be different, right? I speak slow. I don't use slang. I don't use idioms. You guys should be able to understand me very well. Another teacher might speak faster, might start using idioms and slang, and you're going to get lost really fast. You're going to be, what's happening? So I would say for me, this is one good thing about me. Let me put it this way. The best thing about my speaking is it is slow. The worst thing about my speaking is it's slow. Okay, so the way I speak is fairly slow. That can be very good, but it could also be very bad because for your listening, you might benefit, some of you might benefit from someone speaking at a faster level. Grace Slim. Bill. What are you talking about, Bill teacher? Russian guy. Thank you for answer. I'll try to use all 4 ways. 4 skills. So yeah, when you are watching TV show or a movie, you understand every scene in word, or like me, none of them at all. Yeah, I understand 99%. Sometimes I miss something, but yeah, 99.9% I understand. I'm a native speaker. All right, Layla's gone. Bye. Prakar is reading. Anna Koval. Hannah. But Anna is correct too. Why doesn't someone recommend writing books? Well, Florin, before you write a book, you should write a diary. Or books is too big. You got books are too big. You want to write small. Practice small. It is not correct to write here without question to teacher. I don't mind if people are talking about another topic in the chat. That's good if you guys get to know each other. Andy's in Pohang. Okay, that's a little far. But next time you come up to Seoul, Andy, send me a message on Katak. Let's get together. Zed, I mean tenses and grammar. How many tenses? There's about 12. 12 main tenses. I use in English, and is it in English or adding? In English. In English. There's 12 tenses in English. Adwi Alwathi, I have to go now. See you tomorrow. Okay, see you, Florin. I want to read your book someday. Be careful what you ask for, Grace. Diallo, Teacher Robin, I have to go and pick my kids from school. Okay, see you. All right, we'll finish up in the next few minutes. So anyone with any last questions, get them in. Ziad, sorry about my stupid question. I need to understand everything in the movie. You don't need to understand everything in the movie. Right now, Ziad, movies are too long. You have to focus on a scene of a movie or a YouTube video, something small. Florin, you already asked a date with Esther. I think Esther has a boyfriend, so no. You gotta wait if she breaks up. Grace, what kind of question is your favorite? I like all questions, Grace, but I like sincere questions. What I mean sincere is someone really doesn't understand something, and maybe they already checked the dictionary, they already checked Google, and they still don't understand, and then they ask me, and then I give my explanation, and they learn something. That's my favorite. But any question, my favorite question is it's sincere questions. If I give my example or my explanation and the people learn, oh, they get it, I understand, then I'm happy with that question. So yeah, 12 tenses. How many I use them often? Oh, so yeah, to master all 12 tenses takes a long time. Very simply, you have to master just the basic simple present, simple past, simple future. That's what you should master first. You got to talk about now, you got to talk about the past, and you got to talk about in the future in a simple tense. So yeah, small video is easy to me. Keep watching small videos, maybe extend the time to 5-minute videos or 10-minute videos. Florin, I mastered 12 tenses. No, you didn't, Florin. Your grammar is not perfect yet, so you can't use the word mastered. I would say you're good. You're very good in 12 tenses. You could be advanced in the 12 tenses, but you didn't master it yet. Ziad, thanks so much. I'm sorry if I bother. You're not bothering me, Ziad. That's what I'm doing tonight. Q&A. Grace, really teach me, Florin. Oh, yet. Oh, what's your question, Andy? I don't mean to miss questions. Yeah, remember, guys, that my monitor, my front monitor is small. The text is small, and I have a lot of lights coming into my eyes. There's a lot of lights here. This is not natural light. I got studio size lights shining on me. So when I'm looking at the chat, sometimes I'm like this, and sometimes I miss a question. I'm sorry. Just ask again. So Andy, what was your question again? I'm sorry, Andy. All right, Zad, thanks. Okay, I'll finish this up. Thanks. Oh, we did 1 hour, 36 minutes. This has been my longest live stream yet until now. Wow. Okay. Oh, Prakar's still here. Thanks, everyone. I hoped your English is better after today's live stream. You can see the schedule. Tomorrow, I'm going to do some IELTS TOEFL talking. So if you're interested in IELTS TOEFL, join tomorrow. And then Thursday pronunciation, Friday topic discussion, Saturday game, Sunday lesson. Sunday is always the most important live stream. So if you don't watch any live streams, Sunday is the one you should watch, because Sunday, especially this Sunday, I'm going to update everyone on the future of live streams, because the schedule is going to change next week. So come every day if you can, but certainly be here Sunday. So I'm going to go to the I'm going to go to the WhatsApp groups after this live stream. I haven't been there all day. I'm scared to go check because there's probably hundreds or thousands of messages. So I'm going to go there after. If you want to keep talking, go to the WhatsApp group. If you have any other questions that are immediate, Facebook, join the Facebook group. And I guess that's it. Thanks, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.